So this is how we got 14,000 views on a brand new channel on a single video for our client, Clifton. So Clifton runs a ghostwriting agency called Legacy Builder. They create X, LinkedIn, and newsletter content for their clients. He wanted to grow on YouTube and attract more clients to his agency, Legacy Builder, through YouTube videos. So that was our objective in launching this channel. So in this video, we'll explain to you exactly what we did so you can get similar results, if not better. We're going to talk about 5 things. We're going to start with how we find the idea, how we write the script, how we design the thumbnail, and how we did the editing and posting. All right, before we start, I'm just going to add a disclaimer that Clifton did run ads to this video. If I go to the traffic source, you're going to see the external traffic accounts for about 8%. So this is coming from the ads, but this majority of our traffic sources are from YouTube's features. This is not important at all. So it's only 8%. It's not significant enough for us to give credit to the ads. Just wanted to add that disclaimer.
So I'm Bray.
I'm Alex.
And we grow YouTube channels
for agency owners. Let's roll. So first step is finding the idea. And we have 2 things to consider when finding YouTube ideas: the audience and the search volume. Before we do anything, we have to know who we're creating this video for, aka the audience. In our case, it was beginners who want to grow their X accounts. So we didn't title this video how to get 10,000 X followers or how to make $1 million with their X account, although Clifton is qualified to say these things. But this video was not about money or getting tens of thousands of views. This video targeted beginners. So we titled the video how to get your first 1,000 Twitter followers, and to be more specific, I added 5 steps at the end. The second thing we consider is the search volume. The idea that we found for our specific audience has to have enough search volume, aka it has to have enough demand for us to consider making a video for that idea. So in this case, the keyword or the phrase has to have enough search volume for people to find our video. In our case, we're after how to get 1,000 followers on X. I'm actually going to show you guys something. Let's go to YouTube and let's type how to get 1,000 X followers. As you can see, we are ranking number 1 for this specific keyword. All the videos that are targeting this long tail keyword are below us. So we're doing something right with our SEO. So we went after the right keyword. Talk about social proof. We knew this video was not going to go viral, but it was going to give what people were looking for when they were searching this long tail keyword. So if someone searched how to get 1,000 followers on X, we will fulfill our promise. We're going to give you 5 steps to get your first 1,000 followers on X. Now that we know who we're creating this video for and what we want to say in the video, our next step is writing the script. As you can see, this is our script. It's about 2 pages and some change. We have 3 main sections. So we start with a hook, then we have a body section, and we have an outro. This is where we plug in our offer and give our CTA. In the first 3 sentences, we address the audience's pain points. It goes like this. We've all been there. You create an account,
write a few tweets, and wait for the followers to roll in. But days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months, and still your follower count remains nowhere near 1,000. You scroll through Twitter, and it seems like everyone else is crushing it. And then you start to wonder, what am I doing wrong?
Now the audience is hooked because remember, these people were beginners who wanted to grow their X accounts. Now that they were hooked, we're going to make a promise. But right before we make the promise, I have a transition statement saying, well, the truth is growing a Twitter following
takes more than just posting random thoughts. There's an actual strategy that you can use that doesn't depend on the algorithm to win.
And this is direction for Clifton. Like if he feels like changing one of the points, he may, which he did in the video. If you go ahead and watch the video, you'll see. And we make our promise. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 5 steps I took to grow my Twitter following over 300,000 in 2 years and helped many clients grow their accounts and generate leads. So this is our promise. But before we show them the 5 steps, we added a social proof section, and he's talking about how he helped Ben and Brian, 2 of his clients, to grow their X and LinkedIn accounts. Then we get into fulfilling our promise in the body section. Before we move into the body section, I'm going to explain something to you. So we have our retention graph for this video. I'll actually go and show you the real-time retention graph for this video. This is a very healthy retention graph right here. So by addressing their problems specifically and adding social proof, we were able to retain 60% of the audience. They still watched after watching the intro. So about 61%, as you can see. So that's why the intro part of your script is the most important part. Now in the body section, we keep it loose on purpose so Clifton can add his steps since he's the subject matter expert and can add his personality. So I don't write the script word for word, but I give general direction. So in this case, we just gave him some general direction. Like I want this to be the steps that someone who is a complete beginner can and would need to take to get their account to 1,000 followers. And then I give general guidance. I gave a template on how each point should roll. So we introduce a step and then explain what the secret is or what the step is. And we explain why it's important important to do and the consequence of not doing it. And then we give examples, if we can, of someone who didn't follow the step and they were not able to grow on Twitter. So somewhere in between points, I just wanted to add a subscribe and like plug, and it goes something like this. So in between steps, let's say we're in step 3 and we want to move on to step 4. Before I show you the step 4, if you're getting value from this video,
can you go ahead and smash the like button for me? This video takes me like 5 to 10 hours to create and costs thousands of dollars. And if you like the content on social media growth, online business, and entrepreneurship, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos.
We just wanted to plug in the follow and like and subscribe CTA in the middle rather than at the end. The outro section. So the outro, first we're going to summarize what we talked about in the body section. So we're just going to reiterate the 5 steps quickly. So we're just summarizing what we talked about in the body section. And we have more social proof that, you know, this many people followed these steps to grow their following, including Clifton himself and his business partner Eric both has over 300,000 followers on X. This is a screenshot of his Twitter following. Then we finally introduce our solution in the sentence. So we're saying that your first 1,000 followers is just the beginning, so it's not the end. Once you get the 5 steps dialed in, you need the last piece of the puzzle. So you need one more thing if you want to get to the next level. So the last thing that separates those who make it to 5, 10, 50, even 100,000 followers is community. So that's the solution. And then we have something called future self-close. If you're into sales at all, you know what it means. Future self-close basically paints a picture of how their life would look like if they follow the steps. So we're saying, you see, our X following allowed us to quit our jobs, scale our online business, and network with incredible entrepreneurs. Now we're taking all of our knowledge combined with expert guest speakers to give you the tools you need to scale a profitable personal brand. It's called the Growth Network. So this is the offer, and we're doing a future self-close in this section. And we're doing a risk-averse close. So, and the best part, you can try it absolutely risk-free for 7 days. You'll get access to everything, and then you'll have the chance to make the decision for yourself if you want to continue with Growth Network or not. Then we plug in our CTA and we're out. Next, we have to design the thumbnail. Thumbnail is probably the most important piece of the puzzle because if they don't click, they won't watch. Our standards for the thumbnail is it has to be simple. It can't be complicated. We can't complicate the audience because you have about like 1.2 seconds before they scroll, and if they're on mobile and if they're scrolling on YouTube, we have to get their attention and we have to be as simple as possible getting their attention. We can't confuse the audience, otherwise we're going to be just another video that they scrolled by in their feed. And it has to complement the title and making the promise. So every video that we make is a promise to the audience. So they're clicking because we're making a promise. If you remember in the idea section, our promise was to show the beginners how to get their first 1,000 Twitter followers. So the thumbnail has to complement that. So we came up with 3 concepts, technically 2, but the last minute I just decided to add the 5 steps as a text on the thumbnail. And when we actually ran the thumbnail test, we found that one to be the winner. So never stop experimenting. And since our title was, this is how to get your first 1,000 X followers, we're complementing that title, showing the journey. So you start from 0 followers to 1K followers in 5 steps. That's the first concept. And we had the cleaner concept showing the mobile version of Twitter, and we're using the new logo. And then we're basically telling that, hey, this video is going to guide you from 0 followers to 1,000 followers in 5 steps. So we're simple and we're helping the title to make a better promise. I want to talk about something interesting that happened in this video. So until the thumbnail test was complete, this video was not actually doing good. So let me show you the analytics. Let's go to overview. So if you look at the first month, we didn't even crack 1,000 views in the first month because the thumbnail test wasn't complete. Once it was completed around here, then YouTube was able to find our ideal audience. So the algorithm started pushing the video, and we're now sitting at 14,000 views, and we're getting on average 200 views per day. So this is the stats for the last 48 hours. So in 24 hours, we're getting about 200 views, and those people are interested in growing their accounts. So he will book calls and he will sign clients from this video alone. Okay, now we have an idea. We have a script, we have the thumbnails, we have the titles, and we have the recording. The next step is editing. Okay, so we have our clients use Riverside to record the content. So it's easier for them to connect the camera, screen share, see themselves on the screen while they're speaking, and they have access to a bunch of other super useful tools that Riverside offers. In fact, I'm recording this video on Riverside right now, so I can vouch for them, and we recommend all of our clients use Riverside. So once they recorded, once we have the clips, our first step is we clean up the footage, just do rough cuts. We get rid of the dead space and all the retakes, so we have a clean base to start with. Once that's done, we enhance the audio, make sure the audio is crisp, sounds good. The viewers are getting a high quality, a good audio experience. Then we do visual graphics and text overlays. And the last step is to add sound effects and music. Then it's sent for approval. So once it's approved, we post the video. We got a couple things when we're posting. So first we have to write a description. So this part is the description. And first we transcribe the video in Premiere Pro and export the transcript. So if you just upload the transcript to ChatGPT and run this prompt, you're going to get a summary. When I'm satisfied with the summary, I run this prompt. So we just create a video description and we're targeting keywords that we choose. So our prompt is now create a video description targeting the keywords X and Y. So Twitter growth and first 1000 X subscribers or followers. And this is going to give us our description. It's going to help with SEO, going to rank the video higher on YouTube's algorithm. And then lastly, we use the same transcript to create video chapters. I'll just say now create chapters with timestamps. And this is how it looks. So it just creates a bunch of headlines for timestamps. This helps with retention. So this is what chapters look like. We got problem, we got the steps, and we got the outro and the CTA. Next, we're going to add tags. We just use the vidIQ extension to copy paste tags from relevant high performing videos. So let me show you how that looks like. So let's say we're making this video about Twitter growth. So I'm just going to write a generic keyword like Twitter growth, and I'm going to click the first video. If you're using vidIQ extension, you're going to see the information about the channel on the side like this. If you scroll down, you're going to see the video tags. So you can just copy and paste the tags, but just make sure that these are relevant to the video. Tags don't really matter. They used to maybe 10, 15 years ago, but not so much. Majority of the legwork is finding the right idea and packaging the idea with the right title and the thumbnail. The title, thumbnail, and the idea does 95% of the job in terms of ranking the video. The tags, descriptions, everything else only has 5% effect. So we don't care about them too much, but we still do. So we just copy paste it, but just make sure that all the tags and everything else is relevant to that video. Lastly, we plug in all the relevant links in the description so people know where to click. And that's it. So let's go over what we covered in this video. Quickly, we have 5 steps. First, we find the idea. Then we write the script. Then we design the thumbnail. Then client records and we do the editing. Once that is approved, we post the video. So that's it. That was our process, which got us 14K views and still counting. This video will grow and get views for years to come. And it's going to keep generating Clifton leads and clients this single video. That's why YouTube is so powerful for agency owners when done right. Speaking of which, if you're an agency owner who wants to grow on YouTube, would love to work with you, click the link in the description, fill out the form, and if you're a good fit, we'll reach out to you. Otherwise, enjoy our free content in our channel Thumbnails Co. That's it for now, and we'll see you soon.